AVtv is a product of the AV journalism class produced for the students of Amador Valley High School. The views expressed on the show do not represent the views of AVHS teachers, admin, or PUSD personnel.
Good morning, Dons. Hope you are having a great day. Today is Thursday, February 29th, and I'm Zanil.
And I'm JT. We are your AVtv hosts for the 26th show of the 2023 to 2024 school year. Along with our weekly AVtv broadcasts, make sure to follow us on Instagram at avhsinfo to get the latest news from around campus.
Happy leap year, Dons. As you may know, every 4 years we have a leap year, and February has 29 days instead of 28.
In case you're curious about why this happens, we sent out our AVtv reporter, Eva Grove, to tell you everything you need to know about this special day. Let's check it out.
Thursday, February 29th is the rarest date of the year since it only exists once every 4 years. This is called the leap year rule. This leap year rule exists to make sure that our seasons are aligned with the months that we are used to having them in. Every 4 years, an extra day is added to the normal 28-day schedule of February so that our months don't get ahead of our seasons. This has been Eva Grove with AVtv News.
Last week, the annual Donversity celebration took place here at Amador. From food and activities at lunch, to board games during access, and a great club fair, and a rally on Friday filled with student performances, it was a big week.
And JT, how could you forget about the Krispy Kreme donuts for the Access game winners on Friday? We wanted to show you some of the best of AV Donversity 2024. So AVtv editor Risao put together a recap for us. Let's take a look.
Last week, Amador celebrated its annual Diversity Fest, Donversity, emphasizing the relevance of embracing differences in today's age. It not only highlights how colorful our world really is, but acts as a platform for these different cultures and experiences to be shared. So let's take a look at what the week had to offer. Culinary showed up on Wednesday to bring tastes of some different cuisines during lunch, handing out samples of chili and naan, red bean soup, and tres leches cake to a crowd of students and offering them an opportunity to try foods they may have never before. Thursday saw a club fair during lunch with all sorts of groups advertising what they have to offer. These mainly consisted of culture clubs and awareness organizations. Right after an access, students were separated in groups and played a Donversity special board game. Centered around Amador trivia alongside fun, hypothetical questions, this group bonding activity allowed classmates to get to know one another, as well as to learn about our school a little bit more. As a finale to the celebration, the Donversity rally was a festive, studded gathering, featuring performances from clubs and groups all around campus. Latino, Bollywood, ukulele, and Korean Culture Club all had their memorable moments and great shows. BSU took stage with a poem prepared, Catherine Foster returned for another solo ballet, and both Mr. Amador and dance team shined bright as usual. Everyone's performance ending this year's Donversity on a high note. This has been Reached Out with AVtv News.
Dons, have you ever thought about what it'd be like to join us here in AV journalism?
Well, if you have, and you signed up for Advanced Journalism or Journalism 1-2, you can still apply to be an editor and be part of our leadership team. There's no experience necessary, and we'll train you to do everything. You just need to fill out an editor application. Come by to room J4 and grab one if you're interested.
Earlier this month, Lunar New Year marked the start of the Year of the Dragon.
We have a lot of students who celebrate this holiday, so AVtv reporter Audrey Coombs went out to San Francisco to see how this holiday was celebrated around the Bay Area. Let us check it out.
People all around the Bay Area and even around the world gathered together in the heart of Chinatown to celebrate and welcome the new year, with this year being the Year of the Dragon. The Year of the Dragon symbolizes power, good fortune, and strength. Last Saturday, February 24th, San Francisco hosted its annual festival and parade. Booths were set up all over Chinatown, with fun activities for kids and adults to partake in, and street food filling up the streets with delicious scents. There was a showcasing of statues and significant cultural items, along with red goodies decorated with dragons. With a full moon welcoming the night, people lined the streets to watch extravagant performances of dancing dragons interacting with the crowd and showcasing their magical moves. Many organizations contributed to a grand celebration with marching bands, decorated floats, dances, and more.
When I went to the Chinese New Year parade in San Francisco, my favorite part was watching the dragon dances, because this is the Year of the Dragon, so it was super cool. to see all of the celebrations and the performances, and I'm super excited to see what the Year of the Dragon has to bring.
With many variations of New Year's celebrations around the world, they all have a common goal, starting the new year fresh and leaving behind old habits, and we hope you too are able to do the same. This has been Audrey Coombs with the AVtv News.
Dons, it's almost time for the annual spring musical.
We have so many talented AV students in this show. For more information about how you can come watch them perform in the 9-5 musical, check out this short commercial.
Dons, did you know that the Amateur Writers Ensemble produces their very own literary magazine called The Lighthouse?
With more information, here's a short commercial.
Want your art or writing to be published? Submit to the Lighthouse Literary Magazine. We're a student-run publication showcasing writing and artwork across all Pleasanton high schools. We accept all these forms of art and writing. Submit to the Lighthouse by March 17th at bit.ly/lighthousemag24.
Dons, as February comes to an end, so does Black History Month. Mr. Pakchagan's African American literature class has been working on something special to highlight and showcase some important figures in history.
Let's take a look at one of the videos that some students made.
Maya Angelou, born in St. Louis, Missouri on April 4, 1928, was an African-American author who wrote poetry and many autobiographies, including the critically acclaimed bestseller, Why the Caged Bird Sings. She also worked as a singer, dancer, actress, composer, civil rights activist, and was Hollywood's first female African-American director.
Throughout her life, Angelou faced many challenges. When she was just 8 years old, Angelou was raped by her mother's boyfriend. After testifying against him, he was soon found dead and had been murdered by her uncles.
The person who did the rape, in my case, was killed. And the police came to my maternal grandmother's house while I was on the floor playing a game with my brother.
And you were 8 years old?
I was 8.
Of course, these experiences were very traumatic, but Angelou was empowered by her grandmother, Annie Henderson, who helped her find her voice and speak out during the trials.
After graduating at 16 and having her son at 17, she then turned to experimenting with drugs and even prostitution for a very short period of time. Rather than hiding these experiences in shame, however, Angelou used her writing, both in autobiography and poetry, to express and reflect on these experiences, because she knew that her voice was important to share for the better of those with shared experiences and feelings.
Throughout her life, Angelou pursued many different art forms as well as activism. She worked alongside Martin Luther King to actively campaign for civil rights, acting as the Northern Coordinator of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. She was awarded honorary degrees by 50 colleges and universities, including Smith College, Mills College, and University of Arkansas. She got an Emmy nomination for the Best Supporting Actress role in the TV series Roots. She recited her poem, On the Pulse of Morning, at Bill Clinton's inauguration in 1993.
But today, the rock cries out to us, clearly, forcefully, "Come, you may stand upon my back and face your distant destiny, but seek no haven in my shadow. I will give you no hiding place down here."
This poem won the Grammy Award in 1994 for the Best Spoken Word category. She was also awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Obama in 2010. All of these awards and achievements highlight how Angelou would not let her traumatic experiences and everyday struggles silence her, and this power has inspired countless authors, activists, and everyday people across the globe.
Okay, Johns, it's time for our weekly trip around the campus. This week, AVtv reporter Audrey Coombs went out and found out more news, announcements, and other information you need to know.
And she put it all together in this week's Around the Campus in 60 Seconds. Let's check it out.
Hey Dons, I'm Audrey and I'm here to take you around the campus in 60 seconds. Dons, don't forget that tomorrow is a minimum day, so we'll be following the minimum day schedule. If If you signed up for an ROP course for next school year during your course selection, make sure to attend the mandatory informational meetings for that class. If you do not attend, you risk not being able to get into the class, so make sure to set yourself a reminder. Make sure to keep an eye out for any emails regarding your ROP course and access the dates and times for the informational meetings. You can go to bit.ly/ROP-info2024 or scan the QR code on the screen for more information. Are you looking for any volunteer opportunities? PPIE Pleasanton Run for Education is looking for volunteers to help out at the event on Saturday, April 27th and Sunday, April 28th. You can receive pre-approved service hours, and to sign up, you can go to bit.ly/PPIE volunteer or scan the QR code on the screen. Tri-Valley Writers is hosting its 13th annual high school writing contest, and this year's theme is My Story, My Vision. If you would like to enter for a chance to win cash prizes and membership to Tri-Valley Writers, you can apply at bit.ly/Tri-Valley Writers Contest 2024. Remember that submissions are open until now, and the deadline is March 31st. This has been Audrey Coombs with Around the Campus in 60 Seconds.
Dons, don't forget how important it is to stay connected. You can find out everything going on around campus by going to AmadorValleyToday.org or follow us at AVHS Info on Instagram.
Also remember the leadership Instagram at AVHSDons, where you can find all the Spirit Weeks and other ASB activities going on around campus.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.